disconnected. Bluetooth connected. Disconnected. Bluetooth connected. Disconnected. Bluetooth connected. Disconnected. Bluetooth connected.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here we go. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's try this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The chat's not working, so I'm going to refresh this and see if it'll come back. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. There we go. Hare Krishna. If you want to comment or anything, you can put it on there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hello there, Amy. Welcome. Yeah, you got drenched. I figured it was going to happen really quick. Well, at least you went out there. Got the neighborhood up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So listen to this. I'm not following this no more. You're mocking Krishna, my dad told me. To stay away. I'm going. Goodbye. Be in peace. Mocking Krishna. Boy, are you getting the wrong information? Oh, you're probably gone, so say la vie. Too bad for you. You see, this is the thing. People, they listen to people that lie, and they don't know they're his father. Probably just misunderstanding, misinterpreting like the whole world. Anyway, too bad there, Samantha. You listened to the wrong person, even though it was your father. Hare Krishna. How can I mock? Can you imagine? Okay, let me see this a little bit. Let's put that on pause for a moment. How can I be mocking Krishna? Here I'm chanting Krishna's name and I'm mocking Krishna. Krishna and Radha is my life and soul. I think I've shown that, Just how is this mocking Krishna? Here I'm chanting, spending my precious time chanting Krishna's name because Krishna makes me more happy than anything in this world. It gives me true happiness. So where's this mocking thing? Where do these people come up with this stuff? Mocking Krishna. Here we spend we get 3 hours glorifying, 3-4 hours every morning. And then during the day, glorifying Krishna and Radha. And how does anybody, Samantha, if you're still here, how do you come up with this stuff? Why do you believe this stuff? Why do you believe something that is so, just because your father said it? See, this is the thing. It's the fathers, the governments, everybody's being misled and misleading everybody nowadays. The government says you got to wear a mask, so we do it, and you're not wearing a mask. You're mocking the government. Yeah. Anyway, I hope she figures this out somehow or other. Yeah. So, replying to Amy Rose, Hare Krishna. Who says this? I don't know, some Samantha Kur. I think it might be somebody that is related to River, I think. So anyway, back to worshiping Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's very, I don't know, it makes me wonder if she's on drugs or something. How can you misunderstand this? How could this be what if, okay, let's get back in. Let's analyze this a little bit. What do you need your father to tell you what I'm doing or not. Why don't you just see, if you're here, Samantha, why don't you just look and see if I'm mocking Krishna? I mean, in your own personal experience, you know, because otherwise, and I think she's come here before and sees that I'm not mocking Krishna. And then her father comes out of the blue, it seems like, and says, "Oh, don't go over there. He's mocking Krishna." And she goes, "Oh, okay." Boy, are you programmed or something? What, you can't use your own brain? I mean, to see every day that we're here glorifying. Oh, good, good. You don't take. Okay, good. You're still here. So, is that even logical, Samantha? That I'm mocking Krishna. Here I'm chanting Krishna. How could this be mocking Krishna? I'm sitting here spending my precious time chanting Krishna's name. So where is the mocking in this? How am I mocking? I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and broadcast every day, 365 days a year, in the name of Krishna and Radharani. So how am I mocking Krishna? 365 days a year for 25 years, more or less, in the preaching arena, not counting the time before that. So where's the mocking? So you got that wrong. Why that to do with drugs? I don't know. I asked the question. I said, "What are you doing, drugs or something? Why can't you use your own mind to see? Have you not? Maybe you haven't come enough to see what we do here every day." It's not like what got that wrong. What am I supposed to be, a soothsayer or something? Oh, he's not all knowing like God. Therefore, I'm going away. Come on, man. Let's be real. Anyway, um, I hope you go by your own experience to see. Come to see if I'm mocking Krishna. See, you gotta use your mind. Think a little bit. Analyze. Let's see. Has my father actually come? Has he actually seen if Gauri Das is mocking Krishna? Did he come one time and just make a judgment? Oh yeah, this is what it's all about. And I came one time. And I came for like 2 minutes and I just heard what he said and I rubbed me the wrong way and I'm just gonna say this. I mean, a lot of people do that. You got to ask yourself, is your father doing that? Who is your father? I mean, does he ever come? Where did he get his information? Ask questions. I mean, I encourage everybody, don't be brainwashed. Ask questions. Where did that information come from? Why is Gaurahari getting up 2 o'clock in the morning every day, 365 years a year, to glorify Krishna? And then somebody says he's mocking Krishna. Is that even reasonable? Is that logical? Is that even, to be honest with you, is that even sane? I mean, it doesn't sound, if a person comes up with that conclusion, they're really clear. So what else you got there? So you got that wrong. Why to do with drugs? Yeah. Yeah. So is that Samantha Kerr? Is that your sister or somebody, friend, or like, is that lady, one lady that I sort of met and when I was over there, or a real friend of yours? Is that Samantha Kerr to do with you there, River? He is a Hindu, and he says he is a Hindu, and he says they're devil worshippers. He's a Hindu, says they're devil. So he's a Hindu, and he says we're devil worshippers. What? So what is I still that's not making sense to me. If he's a Hindu, what is he? Doesn't like Krishna, or he's a Hindu and is an expert on who is into Krishna. What is it? I met River Devi Dasi by Govinda. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, you know, I hope you figure it out what's really going on here. I mean, and just, I don't care who it is, father, government, ask questions, and use your own experience. You know, don't just consider him an authority. I mean, what is, has he come here? I mean, Okay, anyway, I'm going back to chanting. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I did the best I can do. You know, it's up to you now. You want to come or not come? It's fine. you Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Here I'm chanting Krishna's name, and I'm mocking Krishna. What is this? Hare Krishna. It doesn't make sense. It's totally illogical. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And devil worship, worshiping the devil? Are you kidding? We're pretty clear about who the devil is, and we go the other way towards the real God, the real Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Yeah, I hope you figure it out, because you'd be missing out on something really nice here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Okay, read your status. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, I'll read your status here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so we shouldn't push religion on anybody. Nobody should. What are you talking? What is this that we're doing? What is the fault? What is the fault in sharing? I'm not. This is not even religion. We're sharing truth with the world. Truth that can help people. Uh, you know, the Vedas are a blessing for the world. This Vedic knowledge is the truth that is missing in people's lives to help them. It's not a religious thing, a conversion to control people, to manipulate them. That's what religion does. That's what these religions do. Sikhs, I don't think they're out of the woods on that. I think they also have their problems, and you know. But the bottom line is that we're here teaching the Vedas. Teaching the science of how to connect with God. Actually, who God is, what God is. What is the process of communicating, establishing this long lost relationship that people, haven't, they're not aware of. Most people are not aware of anymore. This is just truth, man. This is beyond religion. This religious conversions and make people, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim thing. No, what we teach here is applicable for Christians, Muslims, ordinary persons. Look at Amy. She's an example. She's just a regular person from the world of New Jersey, and finds benefit here. I tried to introduce my father to this group. He watched a few of them, and he told me that, read my comment. Yeah, okay. Well, that's why I said he's misunderstanding. So anyway, you can't please everybody, but this is my service to the world. This is my seva. Yeah. So people are going to read and they're going to misunderstand, or they're going to hear a few classes and misunderstand because of the way his mind is, what his judgment is. So anyway, a lot of people are influenced by influencers like fathers and intimate friends and governments and religious groups. So anyway, maybe you don't have the strength to confront other people's opinions to see if this is really true what we're doing, because I'm not here to convert people like that. I'm here to share truth that turns me on, truth that I really like. Isn't that what people are doing in the world? I mean, even honest people, they're sharing things, they're teachers sharing um, what they're passionate about. It's nice to share. I mean, even Jesus taught this. A beautiful teaching: give, and it shall be given unto you. I like to give my what gives me life. Chanting this mantra gives me life and happiness. Chanting Krishna's name. Yeah, yeah. And what is this converting? I mean, if you find this conversion thing, it sounds like manipulation to most people, conversion, manipulations, and all that. But actually, what if you find something really wonderful and it converts your life into a happier life? What's wrong with that? It's a tool. Yeah, I mean, I don't look at I've been converted by chant. Well, I just chant and it gives me great happiness. You know? I love the Vedas. I love their perspective on, it adds to my life. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim of other people. I listen, I observe, I ask questions, I analyze, and I use these are the gifts God gave me. So how can you have a living king in Hinduism? A living king. Well, okay, again, you see, I that's why I like the Vedas. I mean, this person is probably like from the Sikh religion, right? So, and so maybe they have a certain way of framing, like, oh, it's only this guru Nanak or something, whoever that guy is, you know. And he was living actually, and he was the living king then. So no more living kings like him. He's the only one. So living king means like guru. Guru is a spiritual teacher. They're like a big brother. They come to help us also awaken our relationship with God, the transcendental Lord. It's a great benefit to have is somebody that's really like that. So are they a king? Well, they're a spiritual teacher. They're a spiritual master. What do you want to call it? Spiritual preceptor. But Krishna was a Hindu. No, what is this Hindu? See, this is all sectarian. Jesus was okay. Let's put it like this: Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus is not a Christian. Jesus is a lover of God. Krishna is a lover. Well, if you say like Radharani is a lover of God. All devotees are lovers of God. They're not. They transcend all material designations. A Hindu is your body is born in India. I'm not an American. So what is a Hindu? Is an Indian person? If I would go around, how could you imagine? I can't even imagine going around saying, "I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm an American." You're a Hindu. How can you be an actual, real spiritual teacher thinking like that? You're still in the material bodily concept, thinking, "I'm a Hindu. I'm an American. I'm a Jew." Huh. No, I'm a spirit soul, man. I'm a spiritual being that has an eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord that has many different names. He's came here as Krishna, as Radha, as Lord Ram, as Lord Chaitanya, as Shiva, as Jesus Christ. Yeah? So the Sikhs say the living guru is now their holy book. Yeah, I mean, they could say that because, a lot of people, they do that the same thing in ISKCON, don't they? Look at it. They're starting the same thing in ISKCON, not the ISKCON, say the Ritviks. It's kind of like, They say, you see, Prabhupada is in the book. He's the living guru in the book. And for the next 10,000 years, there'll never be another guru like him. There'll never be another, and they do it with Jesus Christ. And they do it with, obviously, with this person, Guru Nanak. Yeah. But that's inconclusive. That's why I love the Vedas. The Vedas are more conclusive, more sane, actually. To me, it's more reasonable. Oh yeah, yeah. See, Moses was a servant of the Lord, and progressively the prophets came, and then Jesus came. They're all servants of God, and they were living. See, Lord Chaitanya came; he was the living. Okay? And then Nityananda came; he was living, and they were spiritual teachers and masters. Okay? And they had followers who became spiritual teachers and masters. Okay? Jesus. So what is this thing? Why are people against the living person? If you find a self-realized person, you're very fortunate, because most don't seem to be. Most people are inconclusive. To me, this is more conclusive understanding. Yeah, yeah, the Lord will send real gurus. You could see the necessity of them, because people are always speculating on all these living books. Yeah, the book is alive, and a person, they're not so purified. They interpret the book this way to mean this. I'm sure amongst the Sikhs you'll find many different interpretations. You always do. Amongst Christians, they're interpreting Jesus as it's like, well, this is the way you're supposed to believe, right? They all have a mission statement. We believe. See, we believe this. We believe that. And a lot of times their mission statements are a little bit different. And therefore, oh, you don't believe exactly like us? Oh, well, then you're not a real Christian. Okay? So anyway, the Vedas are really nice because they clarify a lot of stuff. They get, the books seem to come up with the real clearest explanations of any book that I've found. The other books so far, the Bible included, there's a lot of interpretations in them that they're not as good as what I found in Prabhupada's books. So I stick with those. Baffles me how people want to tear you down and devalue you. It's just not logical. Yeah. Well, people don't listen. Then you come up with all kinds of things. Yeah. So anyway, I love the Vedas. I love they're a nice solid foundation. I love the essence of the Bible. Yeah. Vedas help really clarify a lot of things. And if you find a living teacher who is like our big brothers and meant to be, I mean, they can help us a lot. I mean, can the companions of Saint Francis? Saint Francis was awakened. He had an intimate relationship with God. Can you imagine if there was no Saint Francis? He was alive, a living person. Will you think his companions, they would have been saints like they were? It was because of the association of their big brother, St. Francis, who was empowered to help others. And St. Paul, what if there was no living St. Paul? Do you think people that got the Holy Spirit because of the association and teaching of St. Paul? Isn't it quite important to have some living person there too? Because of Prabhupada, mainly, because he was empowered to, at least to this extent. Okay? Yeah. So you need a living person. And, if you really want to analyze according to him in this time, you say, well, look at these devotees here, like Govinda, like River Yamuna, like Lalita Ganga, like Johan, like so many, that are here. Ask them, what if they didn't have this association? Would they ask them personally? Would they be at this stage of consciousness and awareness of intimacy with God? if they didn't have a living person here that was really authorized, that was really authentically worshiping on a deep level? I mean, it's just logical. That's why I like to discuss these things. Even my father, as a pastor of an ecstatic Christian church, is considered entry. Yeah, of course. In India, Cole, I went to a place in Pune, and also an ecstatic minister there. Amazing guy. And I talked to him personally, and I went to these sessions. The power of Christ. They were really into healing, and they got healed. People were getting healed. They're going on stage and giving regrets and all kinds of stuff. Um, and they had the power of the Spirit. They'd fall down, in a trance, and all these things going on. And they treated him really nicely. I mean, they would hold hands together when he would come with his wife, and gave him great honor. Because why not? The person gave his whole life for that, and that wouldn't be there if he wasn't empowered by Christ. Yeah. See, you're brainwashing people who are sick on drugs and alcohol. I'm brainwashing people who are sick or on drugs. Oh my God. I don't know where you're getting your information, man. Brainwashing people on drugs? What, does Lolita take drugs? Does Johan take drugs? Some may take drugs in our thing, drugs, pharmaceuticals, people are, taking that. Some people smoke a little pot. So what? Who's perfect in this? What about you? Do you take any pharmaceuticals? They're drugs. Yeah. 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 So, who the heck is perfect? God, the Lord meets people on the way. If you want to appear like perfect, then go out there and follow religions. And in some religions, they're very strict, and you got to do this, and no ice cream, and no this and no that, and they all develop these different rules. Well, if you want to do that, fine. I don't strict thing. I have my relationship with God. I love it, man. I love being able to put up these beads and chant Hare Krishna in great ecstatic communion with God. To me, this is my treasure. Wow. Too bad. I'm sorry you can't appreciate that. Well, what to do. Yeah. So anyway, we have a good time here, Samantha. I hope we don't give up the ship. Stick around. Have your own experience. To misunderstand what we do. And if you personally, and you'll see, this is not like your father's thinking. Yeah. Truth always hurts. Well, truth doesn't hurt me anymore. I like truth. Truth is, you get used to truth. I mean, it might hurt in the beginning, but, you know, after a while, the truth, you like it, you love it, because whatever needs to be cut away will be cut away. So, what you think truth hurts? You think, oh, maybe you're thinking I feel hurt by this discussion. Hey, man, let's get it clear. What's that's your truth? Doesn't mean it's the truth, right? You think your truth is the truth, or your father's truth is the truth? You think? Could you imagine me teaching if I was like influenced like that? That everybody who criticized what I was doing, that that's the truth because they said it. No, you got to prove it's the truth. Prove that I'm brainwashing people in a bad way. Brainwashing them. Prove that that your ideas are true. So anyway, I we have a discussion here. Can you not think your brain has been washed? All right. Yeah. 10 people here already. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, we'll chant a little bit more and see where it goes. Hare Krishna, Hare. I'm going to mock Krishna some more by chanting his name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's a good point. Let's talk about this brainwashing thing, because I consider people who watch TV are brainwashed. A lot of them, not yeah. If they say a lot of people, I conclude that if people watch the news and TV and a lot of movies, most are brainwashed, and this is the negative way. Okay, so if you're watching the news and you're watching TV and you're listening, see the television is they're telling you a vision. They want you to visualize something and act. See, I know that these persons have material motives for the programming. That's why it's called programming. See, they want to program people. They want to not wash your brain. They want to put stuff in your brain and get you to act on what they are programming you. That's why they call it programs. See, so brainwashing to me is being programmed. See, you're being programmed, and that's happening, a lot, with the government now and with the mainstream medias. They're programming people and getting them to act according to their wish and their desires, and it's a hypnotism type thing. It's causing like a mass psychosis. The people are a bit insane on the mass level. Okay, so now brainwashing. Now there's another side. Clearing out junk. That's kind of, this is real, is getting more clarity, getting more thinking ability. Is that a bad thing? Is it bad to hear